All right, first cash stuffing for November and an unstuffing of my wallet and restuffing to get all set up. All right, everybody, let's get straight into the cash stuffing and unstuffing. So first things that I do on my cash stuffing at the very beginning of the month is get my wallet all set up. So for those of you that don't know me though, this is Laura from Lyman Joy. I'm a wife, a medical coder, and a mom of 6, and I'm on a journey to become debt-free and break generational cycles of debt so the next generation can live and give like they were meant to. So if that interests you, please hit that subscribe button so you can see my cash stuffing videos and some tips and tricks on Monday to hopefully get you on the path of budgeting and success. All right, let's get straight into this one today. Okay, first of all, I need to unstuff anything in here, and let me tell you, there isn't much. It was a crazy October. So a little bit, I got, let's see, some receipts right here, and the rest I think are pretty much ones. Let me check. Yep, and I tried to kind of hold on to my ones, and I'm going to tell you why. Let's see, let me grab this little guy here. All right, because I'm still doing that $1 challenge, and this amazing jar that I got at the dollar store, right? Like, it's adorable. And then my sister made this cute logo for me. All right, so we're gonna put these ones in here. I'm kind of excited to see like how much is in here by the end of the year. I've been trying to throw money at it, and my husband has now too. I mean, can you see that? Sorry, it's like hard to see in the, there's quite a bit going in there, right? I'm pretty impressed. All right, let's put this right off to here. There we go. All right, so that's out. Now it's all cleaned out. Now what I need to do is clean out my change. Oh my goodness, and this thing is getting heavy, so it's gonna be really nice to kind of clean it out at the end of the year to see how much we have going on in here. All right, let me just get all this going, and we'll see real quick. I'll go ahead and speed through it, how much we're working with. What are we starting at? Okay, all righty, let's go. 66.64. All right, what is it? It is $72.24. Oh my goodness, almost 10 bucks in change sitting here, which I could feel. This sucker was heavy. So this is super exciting. I love doing this. Beforehand, I used to have like change in a jar. Let me tell you, with teenagers, that doesn't last. Your sweet kiddos will find a reason they need $1, $2 or something. And this mom was like, grab it out of the jar, grab it out of the jar. Well, then the jar was empty by the end of the year. This has made it so much better for me to save. And it's kind of fun seeing it like, you know, become more and more full and more heavy. And I'm excited to show my kids how anybody can save. This is why I say anybody can save. I saved 75 bucks here. I have money in ones here. Like, no matter where you are in your savings journey, you can save. Just gotta find the ones that work for you and your lifestyle. All right, so first up we're gonna do is restuff my wallet, get it all set up for the month. And for those of you that are new, I go ahead and stuff my cash envelopes a little bit from every paycheck. I have 5 paychecks, and so a little bit goes into cash stuffing every single paycheck. That way, at the beginning of the month, I can pull it all and put it in my wallet, and it's a lot more money to be able to use throughout the month versus just putting 20 bucks in here or 20 bucks in here every paycheck. One, I would spend it, I think, a little bit before, you know, quickly. It would never make it to the next month, and it wouldn't be enough for me to actually do anything. So this is my husband's. He'll come and grab his. So anything that he spends extra goes here. Eating out should be about 150. And if we remember, I'm doing a really frugal month, and so I have to be really careful with how I'm spending this in my eating out. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 30, 40, 50. So we have 150 in eating out. And I think it's also really important to say is make sure you stay within your envelope. If you're pulling from other envelopes, that's not going to work as well as staying within your envelope. Okay, date night is going to get, let's see here, 20, 40, 60, 80. Okay, here we go. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90. All right. And for kids extra, it should be about 15. Let's see. Yep, it's 15. And I have had to use kids extra like every month for a few months. So I have been looking at like what's it going to, and it's been super random. So it's hard for me to re-budget for it, because if it wasn't, I would add it into a category. If anything is getting overspent every month, you should ask yourself, does it need its own category so that you can be more frugal and keep within your budget? Spending or Amazon, Etsy is going to get 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 85. And probably most of this will get spent on Christmas or Black Friday. I don't just use it for Christmas stuff for Black Friday, but you know, new towels in the house, for some reason it's cheaper on Black Friday, and random things like sheets for your house. This is a time to get it if you've saved up for it. So I use Black Friday to restock my home so that it's easier to maintain life in the future. Okay, fun is going to get 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I might even use this for like holiday fun, Thanksgiving fun, as we are going to pretty much just be home. Might be fun to do that. Miscellaneous, oops, I did not budget for it, is getting 10. Okay, perfect. So everything there is all set up. I do have extra envelopes, and I like to explain those. Childcare, if I have, you know, I will pull childcare from my long-term from my savings if needed. Let's see here. No, I already pulled it. Yeah. So I just had somebody come and babysit, and I pulled it and put it in there. But if I'm going out somewhere or I'm going to an event where I need to do childcare, I'll pull it from there and put it in to my childcare envelope. If I go shopping, intentional for clothing, I don't ever just do random clothing shopping. It's usually very planned and intentional. Then I'll come into my long-term savings, which has my clothing fund, and I'll pull that and put it in here to go. So I like having that. Health too, if I decide I'm going to go to, you know, I don't know, CVS, Rite Aid or whatever, and, you know, buy some extra supplements or things that we need, I will fill that before going shopping. And then of course you got to have a receipt one. If you don't, you're missing out and missing money. I keep just using Fetch rewards, and, I keep cashing out and getting more money and more money for Christmas. So don't put these apps off, use them, use the Fetch rewards so that you also can get those benefits. I'll put Fetch in the link below. And if you haven't ever used it before, you don't know how to save, you know, use Fetch or even Ibotta, emails, the whole thing, I'll put a video right here that shows you how to use these apps to make some money back, and they really work, I'm telling you. Okay, let's get into the cash stuffing. Now that my wallet is all set and ready to go, now I'm excited to, see here, get this cash stuffing all figured out for the first month of October. A couple things to think about before I do my cash stuffing. I plan out my week. I have rugby camp coming up. I have a IKEA kitchen designer. It's like an online thing for free that you get to do to plan your kitchen. And I have a doctor's visit for my son. And in here in California, it's daylight savings fallback, which is my favorite savings, daylight savings, because it falls back and not spring forward. So I get some extra sleep. And we're doing eat out of the pantry and no spend November. So, and then I just need to stick to a clean fasting schedule. I'm on a health, healing, fasting regiment. Fast Like a Girl is a book that I absolutely love. If you're new to it, it's been life-changing to reset my gut and my health. And for me, that's a big deal because I've been sick with thyroid issues for years and years and years, and toxicity in my gut and all that kind of stuff. And so fasting has really helped healing, but you do need to do it in a safe way. And if you're a woman, make sure you are minding your hormones and use, I would say Dr. Mindy's my favorite. Fast Like a Girl can help you with that. I'll put that book below if you've not heard about it before. It has been a game changer for me. Okay. So I went ahead and thought that out, and then I kind of planned already a little bit out for us so that'd be easier to figure out. We have, let me get my pen here. Okay. We have my bills, which we planned out the first of let's see here, I can speak. Budget with me, got all my bills planned out. I take those bills that fall within that time period of this paycheck until next paycheck, and I put them right here. And so let's get my total. 6650 minus 5272 equals 1378. Now my pay was a little bit more. Usually it's 6200 for the first paycheck. I had 2 payouts from a side hustle that I've been doing, and so that I actually am going to be adding on to my debt snowball that you'll see here in a minute. After the 1378, we're going to minus 95 for my right here for my cash envelopes, and we're just going right along here. So we have income of 6650, bills were 5272, cash envelopes were 95, my debt snowball, that is going to be $1,118. So let's minus that $1,118. So it's going to leave 165. Is that right? I feel like that is not very much. Minus 1118. Yeah, 165. Okay, 165. And then sinking funds is 70. So let's do minus 70. And that's 95 left over. And then I left the remaining balance of 95. So there should be 0 remaining there. Savings challenge 95. And 0 is where we're at. Okay, so that is a 0 base budget for this paycheck. And so I do monthly, make sure it's all zeroed out, and then I do cash stuffing 3 times a month to make sure that I have it all at 0 and all the money is allotted every time. Now, when money is coming in extra from side hustles and things like that, it's immediately going to my debt snowball. So I kind of want to update that pretty soon here, but first let's go ahead and do my cash envelopes, and then we'll move to that. All right, let's count how much we have here. We have a little bit extra. I think we have that 95 extra. Let's see. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20. 2 20 and 20s. Let me see here. And I don't have any 10s. Nope, 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay, so that's 260, and let's see if that adds up the right way. So it should be 95, right? That's my cash envelopes, plus my sinking funds of 70, plus 95. Yeah, 260. So I have exactly in my 3 categories, and now we're just going to go ahead and fill, and then we'll do a little bit of savings challenges and debt update as well. All right, so for my car maintenance, we're looking at 10. And I might have to make change as we go. I don't know if I have enough change for all these categories, but we will see. Haircuts is 10. And I have a lot of 10s here. You know what I'm gonna do is 10, let's see, let's take this out, 20 bucks, 20 and 40 bucks. And I'm going to grab 40 and 20s just so we have enough to go forward. Okay, now haircuts gets 10. We have 20, 40, 60, 80, 110, which is perfect. They have to get their haircuts. I've been saying weeks for them to do it. It's just kind of exhausting to take 4 little guys to the haircut stylist. It takes a lot of time. Okay, pet care is 20. Let's see what we got going here. Great, that is fantastic. Coda needs to go and get that done. And I love getting all those things done right before the holidays. Business expenses is 5. Let's see what we got going in here. 5, 10, and 15. And we'll take those and we're going to put it back and grab a 20. Just in case. We probably have enough now. Subscriptions is 5. And we have quite a bit going on here. We got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. Oh, start over. 20, 40, 60, 81, 10, 15. So I'm excited to put this towards a subscription to have less money come out of my subscriptions next year. My health is going to get 5. What do we got going? We have 35 now in health, which is great because I want to get some more supplements here soon. I shouldn't say supplements. They're more just vitamins. They're okay. Next is child care, and it's going to be getting 20, which is a little less than normal. I am trying to be a little more frugal in all areas, and so we're going to utilize, like when the kids go to bed, instead of going out when they're awake, to cut back on childcare a little bit, because my eldest, who's 14, can handle that when they're all asleep. So next out is my hubby. Okay, and he still hasn't grabbed his from this is his money actually for November, and he hasn't grabbed it yet, so I'll have to tell him that 10 of it has to be stay here for the next month. That's his. Eating out will get, let's see here, 30. And that was a little bit of a cutback too. Usually it was more like 50, and I was doing 150, so we're just kind of really pulling in the reins. All right, date night is going to get 15. Kids extra, let's see what do we got going on for kids extra? 5. Amazon, Etsy is my spending gonna get 10. And my fun is going to also get 10. And then my miscellaneous, oops, I didn't budget for it, category would get 5. All right, so now that cash envelope stuffing is all set up for my first paycheck, and now on to the little bit extra that I have going on here, which will be for my savings challenges. But first, we're going to do that debt update here. Now, again, let me see here. Let me go back. The debt update that we did was, I'll put it on here just so I remember, 1,118. Okay, so let's go ahead and update that. Okay, so week 1 was $1,118. Now, if you were at my last kind of update on this, I finished and completed my very first one on this debt journey journal, and that was for my Capital One card of $6,500. So that's super exciting. It was supposed to be finished December 23rd, but I really attacked it, put extra money towards it, and got it done in October, which is super exciting to finally move on. This is why you got to do those side hustles and throw every dollar you can at these challenges so that you can get yourself paid off as quick as possible. Now we're on to my ECU credit card, and it's at $8,400 balance. We made every single one of these little pots $175. I just add them up and divided it by the $8,400, and that's how much they need to be to pay it off, okay? And so now let's do the 118 divided by 75. Oh, sorry. 1,118 divided by 175, which is what we're showing right here. And that gives us about 6 pots. So I just always round down. That way I have money for interest. So we all know interest is being paid. Now, on that note, I also have $200 minimum payment being paid on my bills like regular for those, you know, for the monthly interest that's accruing, right? And that monthly minimum payment. So this is on top of that. Otherwise, I would be going backwards and it really wouldn't be working, right? So we got 6. So let me go ahead and color 6 of these pots real quick. All right, so that is all 6 of them. That is wonderful. I'm super excited about that because it's just moving forward. I when I actually set this up, I kind of felt like, oh my goodness, this is going to take forever. And it will take some time for sure, but I think the visual, like, hey, look at, it's starting, you're gonna get there. These things are really positive, at least for me. They're very motivating, very positive, and that's why I do the debt snowball and I do savings challenges for extra debt payoff to keep that motivation going. But I also put a little bit on the side because if I don't, one, I'm going to go back into debt if I don't have things planned for clothing, birthdays, Christmas. The truth is, as a mom, I'm going to buy those things. I will be extremely frugal buying those things, but I do buy those things. So instead of just not planning for it and saying I'm going to be frugal, I just know myself. And when I did Dave Ramsey, though doing his method is by far the fastest, it really was hard for me as a mom of 6 to make my kids feel like they were getting penalized for my debt. So I do it this way instead. Okay, we have a couple for Black Friday, which is definitely coming up. So I kind of feel like we need to do that. Let me grab a little bit of change really quick. All right, so let's go ahead and scratch some of these and see what we get. I think I'm only gonna do one because I don't think I'll have enough for both. And this one has more, so let's do that one. Let's do right here. Now, I'd love to hear, are you a Black Friday in-person shopper? Are you an online person shopper? Are you a no way in God's green earth? Are you going to be a Black Friday shopper person? And are you stick with Christmas, stuff, or do you venture off like I do and do house stuff and things like that so that you can get set up for the year? I love to hear kind of your personality. I used to, when I was younger, go into actual stores. And then I was like, yeah, no, that's never going to happen again. I am an online 100% shopper. I won't go into the store. It's just way too much for me. Okay, 25. And these are really cute. They come with little envelopes. This is from FWM Creations by Chris, and I will put her below for these. You've got to get them going now. Black Friday's coming quick. 20, 40, 45, and 50. And I love that they come in their own little, thing. So adorable. All right, let's put that up here. Next up is my savings challenges. And these are just my longer term savings, things that I need so that I don't go back into debt. Not necessarily like I'm, saving a bunch of money on the side because I don't have that right now. It's more just put a little bit aside from my little bit left over so that I don't go back into debt when the kids need something from school or a birthday or things like that. Now, school is doing okay, but let's go ahead and do, let's see. Let's do a pair of shoes, maybe. Okay, I know those were kind of hard to see, but that'll be 5 for that. And what would we have? We have 15 in here. Yeah. But I kind of want to get it going because in spring there'll be pictures, and I definitely want to get some spring pictures for the boys. So birthdays. Now look, all of them have been done, but I have more birthdays to come and I don't have a new birthday one yet. So we're just going to keep filling it in by coloring it in at this point. So let's go ahead and do, let's start with this bow here. All right, so we're gonna do 10 for that one. I just got it all over me. Okay, and that is going to get going. So now we'll just color it all in, and then after that, I'll feel like I've really used and put my money in it because these savings challenges do cost money. I love her stuff though, and I know she has other ones, so I might grab some different ones and put in there. I'm not sure. Okay, clothing. I'm actually pretty good on clothing right now. I'm going to skip it and I'm going to go into Christmas because I feel like that's more urgent. It's close. We'll see how much we can do. Last time I didn't have enough and I actually had to pull and add it in there, but then I pulled it all out and bought something. But I'm actually almost done Christmas shopping, so I think it's working. Okay, let's go ahead and color this one, or scratch this one right here. All right, that's 50. And so we're gonna probably just take all of this, I think, and put it in there because I don't think these are 10, any of them. So we're just gonna throw in the extra because that's probably where I need it right now. So we have 20, 40, 50, 55, and 60 going into Christmas, which I think is fantastic. And then probably here in the spring, we'll do some family pictures. I might pick out a few more from FWM Creations. She has a bunch of different categories to choose from. I'll link it below. It just says savings challenges. And when you look at the picture, it looks like this. And so you get to pick your categories, your envelopes, and they come with cute scratchers. And then I suggest coloring them afterwards because they're good quality and they last, right? All right, well, that is it for cash stuffing and a little bit of a savings challenge at the end. I hope it motivated you to get yourself going for the month of November. As always, I want you to find joy in your journey. If cash stuffing is completely new to you and you need to figure this out and this was a little bit complicated, I'm going to put my cash envelope beginner video right here. It's starting out at the basics of basics, and I hope it helps you to become successful. As always, find joy in your journey, and I'll see you next time.